Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Thursday morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from the uptrend.com. In the pre-market this morning, stock index futures are currently mixed. We're seeing some profit taking in the tech sector. Those numbers could change dramatically, though. On the calendar, we've got initial jobless claims coming out at 8:30 this morning, and of course, those numbers could certainly change the direction of the market. Now, we saw a little tick up in the VIX yesterday, a little tick up in the US dollar index. We saw a little pullback in bonds yesterday. So, options traders, bond traders, currency traders taking a little break on Wednesday. And hopefully that is not going to carry on through Thursday, or that could end this rally in the stock market. There's bond yields ticking up slightly yesterday. We did see some of the interest-sensitive sectors of the market lead the market lower on Wednesday. The Dow continued to move higher. The S&P 500 was up on the day, getting very close to our next price target of 609.38. Then looking at the NASDAQ 100, it continued higher yesterday, running right up to our next price target and almost to the high from back in December. So getting pretty close to retesting that high. It was an inside day for the Russell 2000 with a small pullback. We're trying to get to 231.25. That's the next target for the IWM. Now, looking at what worked and what didn't yesterday, you can see it was all technology was the big mover yesterday, up nearly 2.5%. At the same time, utilities were down over 2%, followed by real estate and the energy sector. Looking at utilities, you can see the big down day they had yesterday. While tech stocks were moving up, we saw a pullback in the energy sector and a pullback for real estate stocks. Now, for the second day in a row, ARM was the big winner. On Wednesday, it was up nearly 16%. So congratulations to anyone who currently owns ARM. Of course, you're going to want to take some money off the table. Netflix popped in the pre-market yesterday. We talked about it trading up near the $1,000 level. Once the market opened, it got as high as $9.99. So $1,000 is a big round number, of course. And we reversed and closed near the low of the day. So that was a bearish reversal day for Netflix. And as I mentioned in the pre-market, it's not something I'm going to chase up at these levels. Now, looking at the Canadian market, the TSX is up, I think, 6 days in a row. Consumer staples were up nicely yesterday, not enough to give us a buy signal. We still need to see more money come in on Thursday. Energy stocks pulled back. On Monday, we got a buy signal. I said wave that off. U.S. market was closed, and it looked like an overreaction. And apparently that's exactly what it was. And on Tuesday and Wednesday, we did not close above the upper channel line. So we're still on a sell signal here for the Canadian energy sector. Financials pulled back yesterday, did not close below the previous day's low. We had an inside day for bank stocks on Wednesday. Gold was basically unchanged yesterday. It was just down 10 cents. The price of gold itself is down $20 in the pre-market, so that could put some pressure on the gold sector on Thursday. Base metals were down yesterday. They're back on a sell signal, and we saw some weakness in copper on Wednesday. Industrials had a big up day yesterday, being led higher by SNC. A couple of other winners were Toromont and WSP. WSP coming back up to the highs that it saw in November and December. And we're going to see if resistance is going to kick in, or if we can punch out and make a higher high on Thursday. Otherwise, we may be putting in a triple top up here. Now, Air Canada is still struggling. We're going to look at American Airlines in a couple of minutes, which is going in the exact opposite direction. And then we had Ballard Power down nearly 8% on Wednesday. No change in trend there. Looking at Infotech, it was up nicely yesterday, being led higher by Celestica. Celestica up over 4.5% on the day before closing near the low of the day. So that could be a top for Celestica. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, the telecom sector is still struggling. We've got TELUS on a buy signal at the moment. And then utilities down just like they were in the U.S. So an interest-sensitive area of the market, which has been on a buy signal for a few days now and unable to take out the highs from a couple of weeks ago. Moving on to the TSX most actives, starting off with Enbridge having an inside day on Wednesday, small pullback for the TD Bank. Then we've got the Royal Bank pulling back on Wednesday, still closing at the upper channel line. We've got Canadian Natural Resources still on a sell signal, no change in trend there. No change in trend for TELUS, still on a buy signal. Then we've got TC Energy pulling back into the channel, so the possibility of a sell signal on Thursday. Inside day for Baytech on Wednesday, on a sell signal right now. Then Denison Mines coming back on a buy signal as of Wednesday's close. No joy for BCE. The pros have taken control, but not enough to get anybody excited about BCE at this time. CIBC continued to move higher on Wednesday. No change in trend there. And then B2 Gold, one of the most actively traded gold stocks, still on a sell signal here, expecting it to trade lower on Thursday. And then Synovus, still on a sell signal here. It's another stock that popped on Monday with no fall through to the upside on Tuesday or Wednesday. Let's finish off this morning's presentation, taking a look at the U.S. most active, starting off with NVIDIA, which popped yesterday, so still on a buy signal, no change in trend. Rigetti down 7 cents on the day, no change in trend there. New low for this move for Lucid. Then we had Palantir, second day of a buy signal. No joy for SoundHound. It traded up to the upper channel line, did not close above it. There's a big pullback for Ford, and so the overreaction to some things that Trump said, and then we've reversed. So we're still on a buy signal there. New low for Plug Power on Wednesday. Inside day for Apple on Wednesday. No change in trend for Intel. Intel stuck at our price target of 21.88. We closed at 21.86. So if we can take out Tuesday's high, $25 could certainly come into play. We were there back in November. Then looking at Tesla, Tesla had an inside day on Wednesday. A close on Thursday below $401.64 would give us a new sell signal for Tesla. And then American Airlines making a new high on Wednesday. So unlike Air Canada, American Airlines making a new high. Okay, folks, that is all for this morning's presentation. The market's waiting for those jobless claims to come out. That could certainly change the direction of the futures in the pre-market on Thursday morning. Have a great day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Friday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theuptrend.com.